Hi, my name is Cheryl. Welcome to my channel. Well, hello there, ADFers, or should I say intermittent fasters? Because I know I have a lot of people on this channel who are intermittent fasters, maybe not ADF, and that is totally fine. I've been gone a minute, right? Maybe 2 weeks isn't a minute, but I have been off my video schedule, mainly because I've just been so busy in my personal life. But other than that, when you stop videoing and you focus on other things, it's really difficult to pick it back up. But here I am, guys, with an update on how I'm doing. First of all, I want to thank It's RV Life Now or Never. She has actually sent me a message twice asking how I'm doing because I haven't made a video in a while. And I am so appreciative of her. One of the reasons that I wanted to start this channel is to build a community of support for those who are looking for a healthier lifestyle through intermittent fasting, and for us to be a support to each other. And just exactly what she did, she reached out and said, "How are you doing?" And she hit the nail on the head. I've been struggling. However, I'm back on track. Let me tell you a little bit about that struggle. After I had COVID-19, some of you guys remember me having COVID. I made a video about that. I was able to get back on track, and then my life got so hectic at work, I let it overwhelm me. And every day we were having things at work that encompassed food. One of the things I've learned is that if you don't tackle your issues with food, you're going to fall back into your old habits. Another thing I've learned is that old habits are hard to break. And just because you say you're going to change your lifestyle, you're going to have ups and downs. Do you guys remember me talking about how I love instant gratification? I was like, oh, I love instant gratification. I know I'm American. I'm that girl. Da, 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 da. It bit me in the butt. Anytime that I don't see instant results or I'm not perfect in something, it causes me pause. And that's one of the things that I've been working on over these last few weeks, is to work on my need for perfection. I am a perfectionist. And when I don't have things scheduled, do things right, and I don't follow my schedule and I fall off, I get disappointed in myself. And it's very difficult for me to get back on track. That's one of the things that I have been dealing with. I have been putting things in place to say, nothing's going to be perfect. You can't, nobody's perfect, and you're not going to have a linear path to weight loss. You're going to have some great days. You're going to have some not so great days. And that's what I did not want to accept. I did not want to accept that I was going to have some not so great days. I can do this. Once I put my mind to something, and I remember saying this on, I think it was my first video. When I put my mind to something, I'm on it. That can be good in a way, but it can also sabotage you. It sabotaged me because I'm all or nothing. And you cannot have an all or nothing mentality approach to lifestyle change. You've got to give yourself some grace to fail, some grace to pick yourself back up and get back on track. And I'm so proud of myself for doing that. I have also been toying around with other forms of intermittent fasting. You guys may remember, those of you who have been here for my last few videos, is that on my fasting days, I always had a very difficult time with the fast days. I was not hungry, but I had trouble with energy levels and just feeling lethargic and just really not having energy. And I continue to struggle with that. And I did some research on it, continue to look at videos from experts that have been doing this for a while. And what I learned is that, or for myself, is that perhaps alternate day fasting is not I dove right into it. I never did any type of intermittent fasting before. And many people will say start with 16/8 or 24 or whatever before you jump into ADF. And I did ADF strong for 2.5 months until I got COVID. And then after I got COVID and I jumped back on the bandwagon, it was even harder for me to do ADF. So I went back and I looked at some videos from Ann Parham, who does 24. And I said, maybe I need to dial it back and not try to be so perfect with ADF and really give myself some grace around intermittent fasting and not try to just go to the ends of the earth with my fasting and just really sort of dial it back just a bit to see if that may work better for me right now. So for the past 2 weeks, I have been doing 24, where I fast for 20 hours and my eating window is 4 hours. And it's been going well. I've not had those lethargic times or the times where I have no energy, where I was like this. You guys, it's fast day and it is 7:30 in the evening. And this is pretty much what I do after work on my fast days. I have no energy. If any of you guys know, or not know, but if you have ways that you get energy, let me know. I'm only doing a water fast, no additives. So how do you feel energetic on fast days? I can get through work with enough energy, but once I get home, this is it. It's over for me. So I've not had any of those days since I've been doing 20 fasting hours and 4 hours for my eating window. So that's been going really well. What I'm finding is that it's hard to get in more than one meal in 4 hours, because once I eat, when my eating window opens and I eat something, I'm typically not really that hungry in 4 more hours. And I've pretty much do a salad at the end of the window opening. So that's what I've been doing, and it's going well for me. And one of the things that It's RV Life Now and Never said to me, she's so intuitive. She said, you don't always have to go for the longer fast, even 16/8s and 24s or fasting. And with my all or nothing personality, where I'm going to go for the gusto, I'm going to do 36 hours of fasting, it had not even dawned on me to dial it back. It was all or nothing for me. So that's one of the things that I'm struggling with, and I am working on, is not having that all or nothing mentality and really giving myself some grace to say that, for example, the 24 that I'm doing now is really working well, and I'm feeling like I'm not drained of energy, because I almost felt like I was one that had two personalities. On the days that I was feasting, I was, yeah, life is great. And on the days that I was fasting, the 36 hours, I was like, life ain't so great. And even though I would be so proud of myself when I finished that 36-hour fast, it was like I had two personalities. And I know some of you had given me some ideas about trying to increase my energy. I even did some research on electrolytes, increasing my electrolytes. And I had been using these electrolyte salts. So I tried those to put some electrolytes in my diet to see if that would help me. And this one has some caffeine in it. So because I don't drink coffee, I love tea, but not black tea, not tea with nothing in it. So I was only drinking plain water, no sparkling waters, nothing like that, just plain water. And typically I would do the core water, some water with electrolytes, but that wasn't getting it. So I did try these for a couple of weeks, maybe even 3 weeks. And I felt no different. I was still lethargic. I was still drained of energy. I was still so tired. So like I said, for the last couple of weeks, I have been doing 24, fasting for 20 hours. and eating for 4 hours in my eating window. And that has been working out fine for me. I've not got on the scale yet. I'll be weighing next week. But the last time I got on the scale, I was 1 pound down from the 22. So I've lost an overall 23 pounds intermittent fasting. And I have to say that 2 of those weeks, I didn't fast at all because, like I said, my all or nothing personality, when I fell off the bandwagon, I fell off the bandwagon. But the great thing about being an intermittent faster and training your body to fast is that I never went back to my old eating ways where I was eating lots of junk food. So that was good. So thank you so much if you guys have thought about me and have been concerned about me. So I am back and I am moving forward. And right now the 20-hour fasting, the 4-hour eating window is working fine for me. And one thing about it is that I'm typically not even hungry in the evenings anyway. So my eating window is in the afternoon, like for example, from 10 to 2. Is my eating window. And honestly, I feel better when I go to bed on an empty stomach, because when I was eating at night on my feasting days, I felt so drugged by the time I went to bed with food that it was hard for me to get to bed at a decent hour. Now I'm even going to sleep earlier on an emptier stomach. So this 24 so far is working well. I feel great. I'm not having any down days where I'm lethargic and I'm just devoid of energy. So I will keep you posted on that. I know I made a promise to you guys that I would let you know my ups and downs and how I was doing, if I was staying on the course, if I fell off the course. And I'm human. Everybody, we're all human. And it's important that we share what's going on. And I want to share with you guys and be honest with you guys what I'm going through, how I'm doing, if I'm being successful, when I fall off, when I get back on, and what I'm doing to learn more about myself psychologically. And that's so important. So please subscribe to the channel. I know some of my videos are getting like 500 views, but I'll only have like 120 subscribers. So please stop what you're doing now and subscribe to the channel. Help the channel grow, guys, so more people can see what it's like to be an intermittent faster, a beginner, a baby intermittent faster who is experiencing fasting as I experience life. Subscribe, like this video if you have identified with any part of the struggle, and Lord knows it's a struggle. And also, turn on the notification bell so that you do know when I upload a video. But most importantly, guys, please take the time to subscribe to the channel. I would certainly appreciate it. Doesn't cost anything. It just says that you are a supporter of the channel, and it helps me to reach more people with the message of intermittent fasting and creating a healthy lifestyle. So it's been amazing to be back. Please share with me in the comments, guys, how you feel about some of the things I've said in this video, especially around if you have to change your intermittent fasting plan. Maybe you were an intermittent faster going ADF method, or maybe you are a longer faster, 72-hour faster, or maybe you're a 16/8 faster or a 24 faster. Whatever you're doing, let me know how that's going for you, and if you have had any times in your path of intermittent fasting that you have had to switch channels or switch methods to better suit your lifestyle or just your overall health. That would be really interesting to have some conversations about that. So thank you. I love you for watching, and I will talk to you guys on the next video. Deuces.